Today, I did things that I never thought possible. Now, if I can do the impossible, so can you. Because I'm just Barry Allen. But you're the Flash.
You've been so busy running between alternate realities. Barry is protecting your world, and our world needs a Flash right about now.
It's fast, John. Get over it.
Never.
Zoom's still out there.
Carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Take control of it, or he will eat at you until there's nothing left.
The Flash has gone rogue. Expose him as a fraud.
What happened to you on Earth 2?
He's here. It's over. This is far from over.
Zoom's coming!
Get ready to fire!
Whoever that monster is, I will beat him.
Hello?
Barry 2.
Whoever's responsible for this. Oh!
So, Barry from yesterday was not you.
Zoom has my daughter and our Barry.
We need to find his lair.
Lair.
He's a bad guy. I'm calling it a lair.
Tell us where he's keeping them.
Are you serious? We're going up there? I'm wearing wingtips here. I don't have much tread.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So you guys may have seen the new Flash footage this morning. It's not just from next week's episode because King Shark isn't in next week's episode. It's from the next couple of episodes. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in this clip, but the big thing is that it looks like Zoom is ripping his mask off in next week's episode. The way they edited that first clip is a little confusing if you assume it's from next week's episode because you're like, hey, what's King Shark and Diggle doing there? They're not supposed to be there for a couple more weeks. But when you put it into context with the second part of the clip, with Caitlin Snow out in the woods, everybody trying to find Barry where Zoom's lair is, it looks like it's on Lian Yu, but that's because they film everything in the Vancouver woods. But it seems like next week's episode, based on the pictures they've posted, they're going to reveal who's in that iron mask, and I really do like the idea that it is Zoom's doppelganger from Earth 1. It's going to be like this big WTF, oh my god, it's the person that everybody suspected. But isn't it funny when you think about it? Even if it is Zoom's doppelganger, why would Zoom put an iron mask on them to prevent them from talking? The Morse code from the end of the episode was just, Zoom is coming. That's what he was banging on the glass, Zoom is coming, as if to precede Zoom rushing up to the cage at the end. That's why the title of this first trailer is Zoom is Coming. I combined two trailers here. One is the episode 14 trailer, one is the Zoom is Coming trailer, and it's meant to imply the rest of the season, as in Zoom is coming for all of you, all the people you love coming for your speed, just broad spectrum terror coming to haunt you. Man or woman in the Iron Mask though, who the hell is it? That's the important question. It looks like an older person. I've seen a lot of people wonder if it's Wally because the lighting is so shitty in there and the person is so dirty, it's hard to get a proper skin tone off of him. The biggest complaint I have about The Flash Season 2 is the fact that Earth 2 is sepia tone. This is the TV dummy explainer. They make it sepia tone so that you don't get confused as to which Earth you're on. Now, normally you'd expect people to be able to follow this, but you have a lot of TV dummies out there that just have no idea what's going on. So Earth 2 has this sepia tone cast to it that makes it look like they forgot to color correct it. But whatever, Man in the Iron Mask. I definitely agree that it's either Henry Allen or Wally. I really like the idea of Wally because people think that it's a smaller person, and John Wesley's ship is much taller, much bulkier, much bigger muscles. He could have just been covered in axle grease when Zoom came to steal him, if it is Wally. And I really like the idea that Zoom is Wally. There's still a number of possibilities. I just feel thematically, the evidence that they've given us, the types of moments we've seen from Wally's character, his speech about trying to get back to that happy place, and the idea of Daniel West in the comics trying to get back to his happy place, just really sync up. I really do feel like The Flash Season 2 is all about fixing Iris's family. Season 1 was all about Barry fixing his family, getting his dad out of prison, trying to save his mother. But from Barry's perspective, Season 2 is all about finding happiness in spite of the challenge that the Reverse Flash gave him. Like, no matter how much you win, you will never be happy. And that's what Barry's fighting. He's trying to find happiness. So at the beginning of the season, you could have said that an evil version of Barry was Zoom. But now that they've confirmed that that is not the case, I think that Wally's character is much closer to that. Yeah, it would be bad freaking ass to let John Wesley's ship be the big bad for a season of TV, but I really do feel like Season 2 of The Flash right now is more about Wally and the relationships in his family than anyone else. It's just that we haven't met him till the last couple of episodes. What about Zoom pulling the mask off though? Does that mean we'll actually learn who it is? What I'm thinking is that when he pulls that mask off, because if you look at the claws that he has for hands, his face is going to be very different from what his doppelganger's looks like, as if the Speed Force has twisted him. Zoom's one of those characters that's been twisted into a monster inside, like, psychologically, so now it's manifesting physically. They are literally looking like a monster. I'd be kind of bummed out if he looks totally normal underneath that suit. Rest of the trailer, though, there's a whole bunch of awesome stuff. Let's start with King Shark. So King Shark's episode is actually a Diggle-Lila crossover. They're coming to the Flash. It's going to be an Argus-based episode. King Shark's supposed to escape from Argus. They have to chase him down. I know a lot of people are wondering who this girl is here. This is Trajectory, our first confirmed female speedster. She will actually have speed powers. I don't know if they'll be based on the Speed Force, if it'll be a Velocity 9 explainer. That's a whole other story, Velocity 9. We'll have to talk about that in a second for the rest of the season. But this is Trajectory. If you didn't read the comics, she's from the 52 Lex Luthor Everyman project. It was during the 52 series, not the new 52, completely different. It was something wedged around Final Crisis, so it happened a long time ago. The twist is, she wasn't able to slow down without taking a drug. So think of it as the opposite of what's happening to Jay Garrick right now. The Velocity 7 that he took only lasted for a little while. Think of someone who's stuck moving at super speed, has to take a drug to slow down so they can interact with everyone else. That's the comics. I don't know what they're going to change about that for the TV show. They might make it a little simpler and just weave it in with the Velocity 9 plot. And the really cool thing that the producers teased about Velocity 9 is that it'll be a really big part of Jesse Quick and Wally West's storyline, making me think that they will get Speed Force powers by the end of the season. So just one more thing to get really pumped about. I know we see Jay Garrick moving at super speed, so I'm hoping to see Velocity 8 in next week's episode, maybe Velocity 9 by episode 17. And almost forgot, Iris West at the paper, there's a new boss. There's supposed to be some chemistry between them. He wants to go after the Flash, thinks he's a criminal. Iris has to defend Barry from the inside without letting everyone know that she's part of Team Flash. Think Peter Parker working for J. Jonah Jameson, who's always trying to use the paper to badmouth Spider-Man. I like the idea that the Flash has quote-unquote gone rogue. So let me know what you guys think of the trailer. And speaking of trailers, they just confirmed that Game of Thrones was going to drop its Season 6 trailer on Sunday, so I'll totally do a video for that. There's a new episode of Walking Dead, so a bunch of stuff happening this weekend. And I still have to make a spoilery Deadpool video with Easter eggs, so that'll be coming too. And I am still doing a Legends of Tomorrow Episode 4 video. Super awesome stuff happening in the next couple of days. While you wait for my next video to post, you can click here for the Batman v Superman trailer I just posted, and you can click here for my non-spoilery Deadpool review. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.